how to use token metrics to better time the when you buy and sell, essentially. Okay, good question. So, okay, so we have two things we could look at, right? So, what most people probably are now using are the indices, right? So, if you just go to data indices, this is now the homepage on token metrics. You could kind of use this as to kind of figure out when to buy and sell. But I would say if you're looking to buy and sell, you're probably targeting a specific coin. And I would use the ratings we have, right? So if we go here, I would just basically come here. Let me just reset my filters, right? So I would come here and look at, okay, if you're looking to know what to buy, here we have the overall grade. So in general, I would look at something in the top 5. So looking at this, right, just kind of gives you a picture as well. But in general, if you're trading, I would just filter out and only look at what's bullish and very bullish. All right, so I'd come here and kind of, as we mentioned earlier in the show, UMA bounced back, Celo bounced back, right? So all these cryptocurrencies are having green days, but the big gainers, Celo and UMA. And as mentioned earlier, if we go to UMA here, it basically dipped, I think 48, almost 50% in one day, right? It had the largest drop. This is after a Coinbase Pro listing. And then it bounced back. And to me, that tells me, okay, lots of people came in to buy because this is a pretty good project. I mean, this is not just some shitcoin, right? The fact that it got onto Coinbase after launching this year means that it's pretty solid, right? So if we just pull up here the TA, so the TA on this has turned bullish. Let's also maybe have Bill pull this up on his end, right? Yeah, so pretty much it went up, it came back and dipped, and now it looks like it's going up. It's had about two green days, 2 solid days. So that's one way I would use token metrics to find when to buy and sell, right? So going back to the ratings here to kind of go through this again, right? So if you're looking for what to buy, I would just come here, add a filter, very bullish, and that gives you basically what, from a trading perspective, what's bullish, right? Then for what to sell, same thing, right? If you're holding something and the TA turns very bearish or bearish, I mean, that could be a sign to possibly take profits or get out, all right? So kind of coming here, right? Pretty much lots of cryptocurrencies we have in the system are neutral or bearish, which means that our models right now are basically waiting things out. So with Ethereum, at the moment, our models, at least the TA, the technical analysis model, thinks Ethereum could possibly go lower. So if you're looking to buy, maybe hold off on that. Pax Gold, which is a cryptocurrency pegged 1-to-1 to gold, right now it's neutral, so it means kind of just wait it out, right? So if you have Pax Gold, wait and see whether it makes sense to get out, or if you plan to buy, wait and see for a more I would say for a more confident trend reversal. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I would use all of that for trying to find ways to trade. Bill, your take in terms of using token metrics to find when to buy or sell?
Okay, so let me pull it up. Okay, so I'm a little bit old school with token metrics. So I was using it before they came out with price prediction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, generally speaking, I've noticed that, the stuff in the top, like when Bitcoin dips, okay, when Bitcoin falls off the top pedestal, that's normally a signal to be a little bit concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think, after a 60% washout, I'm going to have to come up with a new method, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I checked this just to see where Bitcoin and Ethereum fall. Okay. Now, when I want to know what I want to do or what I want to buy and when, frequently I'll go to indices. Okay. And what I'll do is I'll look at the value indexes, right? If they come up here, I'll look at value and I'll say, like Cosmos is in the value indexes, and so is Binance Coin. I found that this morning. Okay, there's Binance, annual balanced value investor. And what I'll do is if I see one coin in this index start to rally, like I think it's really, really interesting if you look at our annual balance portfolio, that there have been two coins in here that weren't doing much that lately have just surged higher. That's Cosmos and Binance Coin. Okay. Now, what does that tell me? That means we're entering an era where people are buying quality. And once they identify quality, the quality stuff can go up a lot. Not 100x, but it can go up a lot. All right. So when am I buying the Cosmos and the Binance or the Ethereums? I'm doing it when I see the value coins rally noticeably. Now, when do I get into my alts, or when do we get speculative? Okay. So if I go to, say, monthly price predictions, okay, and let's say I look at a bunch of coins in here and I go, well, I really like Kava, okay, and I really like reserve rights, but the amount of volatility that you've had in these particular coins, even if you go to the weekly, in other words, I'm going to want to have not everything down 60%, right? So the price prediction monthly seemed a little scary to me. So maybe I don't want to buy those coins. But check this out. When I go to trader price predictions, I'm seeing Polkadot, Compound, okay, things yearn, things that have value, right? You know that they're solid. So if I start to see, like say today, you see Compound going up, you see Polkadot going up after kind of a really big bottom. So I know this is not like, well, if A, then B. So I'm sure you've watched the show. If you've watched the show, you know that I'm the qualitative guy. So I like looking at the data and say, hey, what's working? And then figure out what's working and then doing more of that, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And if you want to try out Token Metrics, be sure to sign up. Go to tokenmetrics.com. We do have a paid discounted trial. You can try it out for as little as $2 for 1 week or $5 for 1 week, investor or hodler plan. Then we also have the professional plan if you want to have Bill, us, and the team in a private Telegram group, also with our bi-weekly investor calls as well, and just being able to have more access. So highly recommended. And oh, by the way, one thing I forgot, we also did add reviews on the site, so definitely do check that out. And yeah, thank you, Token Metrics family.